All right, lads. Welcome back to me podcast, Cheaper Than Therapy. Mick Thomas here. How are ya? Thanks for liking, subscribing, and sharing and coming on back. I do appreciate you. Also, check it out wherever you're getting your podcast from. I hope you're enjoying it. If you're watching it on YouTube, yes, I do look like a sleazy guy in a Miami nightclub. Hey, baby, do you want me to get you some cocaine? Right, that's what I look like, right? Just back from Arizona. I'm all puffy-eyed, just out the shower, and I'm not apologizing for my appearance, but this is just how I look. But thank you, Arizona. I had a blast. I gotta be honest with you, I had so much fun there. You have a lovely town. Your people are so nice. Your people are just so nice. Everywhere I went, just kind people. I ate In-N-Out Burger a little bit more than I should have. You know, like when I'm on the road, I want to have, maybe I'll be bad. I'll have one kind of like cheat meal. Because normally I rent a suite and I bring my food in and I cook it myself and whatever. But I spent, I think 5 times in the 4 days I went to In-N-Out Burger. Fucking love In-N-Out Burger. Absolutely love it. But the people are lovely. The people were just so nice and kind. So thank you, Arizona people. It was nice to chat with all of you. And then I had to come back to Long Island to deal with these fucking animals and these monsters and just dredge of society. But we'll do that on another episode. But also, if you want to come see me live, August 11th and 12th, Minnesota. I'm in Minnesota on 11th, 12th at the Irish Festival up there. Going to be a great show. No holds barred. It's not one of those clean family shows, but it's going to be worth it. I'm going to be there with my buddy Sean Finnerty. Then in 18th, 19th, Florida, New Smyrna Beach, Madcap Comedy Club. Cannot wait to come back. Love that. And then on the 25th, I'm in Delaware. And then I'm not going to go September, but September I'm in Kansas City. I'm in Pittsburgh. I'm all over the place. And of course, you can catch me all over in those nights in the city, Comic Strip, Comedy Cellar, West Side, Gotham, all the places doing the old comedy. So thanks for coming out and seeing me. But anyway. Also, my other podcast with Corey Brooks is available. The Manxiety Show, which is also on all the platforms. So thank you, everybody. Anyway, so I have a lot to talk about today. I have a lot to get into, and I try to condense into me 20 minutes episode. The internet kind of blew up this week. Now, I was away, and when I go away on the road, I don't really go online. Like, I might post today's video because I'm trying to promote a show. But I don't go online, I don't look at the comments, and I don't see what's going on in the world. I kind of shut down, but what I kind of came across was a lot of stuff, right? I mean, Adam22, I don't know if you know who that guy is. That's all, he's all over the internet. Apparently he's a podcaster, right? And don't know the guy, never met him. And he is married to a porn star, and he let his wife do a scene with a male but a black guy, and apparently that broke the internet. And then the Island Boys, remember the Island Boys? Remember those two face tattooed fuckwits? You know, I'm the Island Boy, I'm trying to make it. You know those idiots that became millionaires because of we allowed it, so it's our fault. We created that cancer. And they made out, two twin brothers made out and it was absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And the internet kind of took their video. You'll probably still find it somewhere, but a lot of places deleted it because incest is illegal, and it was gross. It was disgusting. I love my brothers. I love both my brothers, and we once touched hands. I was walking down the street, one of my brother, and we brushed our hands off like that. Still haven't got over it, and I was 9. I still haven't got over that. But the Island Boys, go ahead. You're gonna smooch your brother. That's fine. That is weird. But yeah, so no judgment, but a little judgment. It's wrong. Incest is wrong. It's wrong it's wrong by man's laws, God's laws, and just common sense, mate. It's just fucking gross, right? There's no law against picking your nose and eating it, right? But you shouldn't do it. See what I'm saying? There are laws about making out with your brother. If you want to watch the video and be grossed out by it, I know some of you are going to go, no way they made out. Go ahead. Watch it. 2 twin boys making out. And I was thinking the weird thing about twins too, right? Like, I saw this week at the airport in Arizona, I saw about 7 or 8 twins. Now, that's not 7 or 8 pairs of twins. and they were all dressed the same. So I don't know if they were going to if there was a twin convention that they were going to or coming back from, or they're going on a twin cruise, because you can go when you can get a cruise, a themed cruise for anything. And I just saw a bunch of twins, and it's something wrong, I think, when you're an adult and you're a twin and you dress the same as the other adult twin. You got mental problems. Like that's not your identity, to look the very same as your brother Steven. Right? Like, if I was an identical twin brother to one of my two boys, one of my two lads at home, I wouldn't wear this. Because none of my brothers would never wear this shirt with flowers on it. But I don't get why grown twins, men and women, decide to just, we're going to dress the same. I get when parents do it when they're toddlers, because they're like, it's fucking so hard to pick out clothes. Just, that's what you are. Get the fuck out. Right now, you're not individuals. You're just one kid on each tit. That's what you are. That's all you are to me right now, until you start developing your own personalities. And then, by then, we're fucking different clothes so we can tell you apart. You know what I mean? But whatever. I digress. And the big thing too, so the other two things I want to get into, one was the Barbie movie, and the other one is the whole reason for this episode is the Jason Aldean, Aldean. Is it Aldean or Aladdin? Aladdin sounds like he'd be like Middle Eastern, right? Welcome, my friend. Welcome to Aladdin. James Aladdin. It does. But James Aldean, I think, is it James? Yeah, whatever. Aldean's video about try that in a small town. So I'm going to talk about that as well in a moment. But everyone's complaining about the Barbie movie. I come back online. I dive into the internet world, and everybody is, Barbie was terrible. Yes. I mean, men are complaining about it, right? Yes, it was, lads. It was terrible. Why? Because it's a Barbie movie. I haven't seen it. No, but what they did was, it's a Barbie movie. Yeah, but you don't understand. All right, let me stop you there one more time. It's a fucking Barbie movie. It's a movie about Barbie. What are you not getting about this? Well, no, it's all about this anti-men. It's an anti-men movie. Why is it an anti-men movie? Tell me. Well, because women are, it's this whole thing how they're going out of their way to say they don't need men. What's wrong with you? If you're a real man, you should know. If you're a real man, you should know. They need us. Stop it. Stop right there. Hold your horses, lads. Grab on, drop your socks and grab your cocks. Drop your socks, grab your cocks. They need men. They can try all they want to, make as many movies as they want to, call us toxic, call us whatever we want. This is kind of like an Andrew Tate moment, which is not meant to be. But like it or not, women are always going to need men. I'm sorry, girls. I know you might go like, we don't need no man. You do. Just like we need you, right? We need you. You need us. So stop. Men, stop it. Let them think it. Okay, good. You don't need a man? That's fine. Wait till they need it. They're going to call you. They're going to call. And all you got to do is just smush their fucking faces in it when they need you. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. You don't have to be rude. Right? You don't have to cry about it. Here's what I recommend you do. You go and you teach your boys to respect women, have respect for women, but also have respect for themselves, and be a fucking man. Be his own God-given, how he was created with testosterone. If he wants to fucking throw weights around, if he wants to play sports, whatever he wants to do that's considered toxic masculinity, let him fucking lean into it, support him. Right? But just teach them respect for other people. That's it. Don't worry about, oh, they're all coming for us. They're coming for men. Then if a bunch of women can go online and social media and make a fucking movie, and that's what takes you down, then you already lost your man card, buddy. You already lost your man card. Trust me, they're going to need us. They need us, right? And then, like I said, just grab them, smush their fucking faces in the sea. I told you. Right? I got a friend. I won't want to mention his name because it might interfere with his job, but you've met him before. I've talked about him before. I've had him on. You've met him. And he was doing a job for a famous actor. He was doing a job for a famous actor in his house, installing something. And he wasn't home, so it was just the wife and the son. So she was trying to move this TV, and my friend walked up and he goes, hey, let me help you with that. Wasn't part of his job. He was installing stuff. The TV was nothing to do with him. So he was like, oh, let me help you. She goes, I can do it myself. So she then turned to her son and went, you see, this is what I'm trying to talk about. We don't need to rely on men for those things. Dumb bitch dropped the television. And is smashed, right? You need us. You need us. You had to call, because the size of the TV that he told me, you would have had to call 3 of your female friends. So that's 4 of you to lift that TV that only one man, maybe 2, Obviously, 2 to be safe because you want to angle it properly. So you understand, you do need us. Okay, lads? So when you're complaining about a fucking Barbie movie, it's like, I love comic book movies. I enjoy them because it takes all the comics I read as a child and it puts them on the big screen. I don't care who they cast. I don't care. It doesn't affect, because you know why? The movie's 2 hours long. That's 2 hours out of my whole life. Not my week, every week, or every day I gotta sit with these 2 hours. It's 2 hours, and I get to choose how many times I watch this movie. Oh, Wolverine's got a new suit. It's yellow. I don't care. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. So if a Barbie movie affects you, what you should be more upset is that you went to a Barbie movie. That's all I gotta say to you about that one. Anyway, so moving on to Jason Aldean. I hope it's Jason. I'm going to look at it in a second. Never heard. I was on TikTok and I heard people complain about it, talking about it. I saw people on The View saying it's the most racist song. It's the most racist video. It got a lot of shit, right? CMT, Country Music Television, took it down. It got rid of it. They no longer play it. Paramount, which is a huge channel, refuses to play it. The View talked about it, which we know it must be a serious issue. People are up in arms about it. I've watched people on TikTok, and I have not heard the song. Now, what I did do this morning, because it was advised by a very dear person, said to me, you should watch the video for context. And I said, good idea. Thank you very much. Because if you don't watch this video, right, because the video could have been, right, but usually videos don't match the song anymore, right? They used to, video would tell a story, but then it's like, now they don't, it's just somebody dancing, and it makes no sense whatsoever. But so I said, let's give it a go. Let's see what the whole world is up against. So I watched the video, and first of all, I'm gonna close out the episode with talking about what's really going on in the world, right? I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to close out the episode, what's really going on. So if I'm talking now and I say something that might upset you, just hang on a bit, or not, leave, I don't care. But hang on a little bit, I'm trying to make a point. That's all I'm trying to say to you. So I watched the video. In the video, I saw nothing racist in the video. Because I saw, if anything, now, again, this is going to be brought down, because this is when you talk about racism, we always talk about black and white, right? Always talk about black. That's the only way racism exists. White people versus black people versus white people. Again, I've made this point before. There's no Eskimos in there. There's no videos in there of an Eskimo clubbing a baby seal. You should put them in there. They're not the nicest people, right? They're not the nicest people. Got nothing against Eskimos. I don't drop the E word. But I'm just saying, maybe once in a while, media show other kind of crimes, right? Show how Chinese and Japanese people don't like each other. Show some of that, right? I'm just saying, mix it up a little bit. Stop making the rest of us fight each other. So, anyway, so I watched the video, and there seemed to have been more white people in the video committing crimes. Not crimes, but what they were talking about. I mean, there was riots going on, which you can say, well, the riots were justified, because remember, the riots were allowed to happen, and it was all about anger, so white people were there throwing rocks. The video opens up with a fucking white hand holding the Molotov cocktail. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, all right, good. We got one, guys. We got one white guy, so that means you can show everybody else in there. We're included in there too, so they can't hold that against us, everybody. But then it just keeps going and going, and it shows black people and it shows white people. So it shows white people giving cops the fingers, and it's not really about crime. It's about how we've fallen. That's on the video. I'm only basing it on the video. It kind of looks like how we've fallen as a society and how dangerous it is. It's like it has been done before. Like Michael Jackson did that Earth song, right, about the pollution, and that's not good for the environment. So this, to me, what I took away from the video only was it's a pollution on society, but how we're breaking down our own worlds, how we're smashing out our own towns, how we're destroying our own cities, how our society is crumbling, how we're flipping cops off, giving cops the finger, spitting in cops' face, all white girls, by the way. And it's like, I also saw a video the other day on how these two cops chased down this guy who had kidnapped a child, and they were able to break into the house, find an 8-year-old girl hiding in a suitcase that the guy who kidnapped her said, if you tell anybody, if you make any noise in here, I'm going to go back and kill you, and I'm going to kill your sister and your father and your mother. two cops. Again, I'm a pro cop person based on stories like that. But again, so it's really about the fall of society, what I got from that video. It really is. I never once looked at it and go, here they go. They're at it again. Blacks or whites. If you look at the video yourself, with no sound, watch the video with no sound, you will see it looks like just the fall of society. And we need to kind of fix that up. So before I go into the lyrics, and I have not heard it, so I'm going to go through the lyrics right now for the first time live on this podcast. But first of all, country music is fucking garbage anyway. Why are we offended about country music? Listen, we're not going to get offended by hip hop. We should not be offended by because hip hop is all about I'll fucking kill you. None of us takes it serious. I don't know why people are taking this song serious. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't say things about no crime, please no crime, but you can do songs about committing crimes. It's fucking hilarious to me. But country music is just, it's all pandering shit, really. And I enjoy it. I leave it on, right? Here's another thing too, right? In country music, you can murder men, you can break their shit, you can do all that stuff. Like, the Chicks have a song about killing a guy who slapped a woman. Right, like they buried his body, and they're all. It's a lighthearted song. It's not a deep song about how they're struggling with the. Oh my God, I can't believe we went too far. I'm going to live with the guilt for the rest of my life. They're just happy and they're laughing about how they killed this guy Earl. But country music, like, if you're a woman, you can just do what they're always angry. Country women are always angry in their songs, and I fucking think that's hysterical. So country music in general is just, it's all fucking ego stroking and waiting the truck. That's a song I think I did on another episode. About a guy who picks up a woman who was beat up. She looked beat up, and the guy went over to his house and shot the guy. Didn't want to hear two sides of the story. He didn't want to walk in and go, well, I'm not saying you should hit women, but what did you say to him to make him do that? Like, did you try drown one of his kids? Were you trying to, no questions, kick the door in and shoot him. And, but that's country music, right? That's country music in a nutshell. It's all fucking ego stroking garbage. Even though I do listen to it, I love it in the background and stuff. It's got a nice twang to it. I like the sound, I like the instruments. But anyway, so that was my take on the video, right? That's my take on the video. So now I'm going to brought my old iPad down. I'm going to read the lyrics. Now, I hope this kind of proves me wrong, right? I hope there's because people say it's a lynching song. Right, so let's see if there are any mentions of lynching. Again, your interpretation of lynching might be different than mine, but mine's pretty extreme. My version of lynching is pretty extreme. So let's go in. So it was Jason Aldean. I was right. It was right. So I got it right here on the old iPad. Right, so I'm reading the lyrics for the first time. I want to see what's racist about it. Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk. That's a weird way to start. It's like, if you told me this. If you gave me this right now, this first line, sucker punch someone on a sidewalk, I would immediately think it's a rap video. I just would. I really would. It's like, it's funny, it's a beat to it, whatever. Carjack an old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. Yeah, I can't read it loud, so please. And I'm probably butchering it, so sorry, Jason. I think it's cool. Well, act a fool, if you like, because out a cop, spit in his face. Cuss out a cop. I can't. Let me start again. Let me try to get a rhythm on this one. Sucker punch someone on a sidewalk. Carjack an old lady at a red light. Pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. You think it's cool? Well, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag, and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. All right. So far, it is a lot of that, right? It is a lot of kind of anti-establishment so far. That seems to be what he's complaining about. Burning the flag is a big one. I don't like that, man. I don't like people burning their flag no matter where you're from. I think whatever country you're from, you should be proud of where you're from and try and make it better. It's part of your heritage. It's part of who you are. I am a citizen of both Ireland and America, and I love being from Ireland. I'm so proud, even though Ireland's starting to fall. I'll do that on another episode. I will always love and be proud that I'm Irish. 100%. It'll always be in my heart. But I'm also very proud to now be a legal American. I am an American, and I love it, and I want my kids to have that kind of pride in their country because it's given me so much. And I didn't come from poverty. I didn't come from, I came here on a fucking floating door, just rowing myself over. I'm very proud. I'm very proud to be an American. I'm very happy here. It's been good to me. It's been good to my kids, my family. So far, I haven't seen anything racist in that. I really haven't. Sorry, View. Maybe it comes in the second. Oh, in the chorus. It comes in the chorus. All right, so here's the chorus. Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Round here, I'm hearing that in an accent. Round here, we take care of our own. Right? We take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't try that in a small town. I'll try that again. Again, a butcher. We'll try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Round here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't try that in a small town. That sounds like my brother-in-law right now, right? It's not, again, and he ain't a racist, but like he's had that kind of conversation before. He loves, like, you're going to fuck around, you're going to find out. He's one of those people. Like, he's one of those people like that. Like, he loves, America. And he will say something like, oh, we're taking this country back for our children. We ride at dawn. He's one of those people. And I almost like, when is dawn? What time is dawn? Like, should I don't know, set my alarm? Where are we meeting? Like, be more specific with your instructions. So far in that verse, I don't hear it. It just sounds like, hey man, we're going to protect our own from everybody. And again, I think it really is that kind of sounds like, so far, it's like I've heard people from Texas say this. I've heard people from Florida say this. I have friends upstate New York. When COVID happened, a lot of liberal people moved to red states. And they kind of wanted, like, well, we're going to change things. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I wouldn't do that. They like fun. I that's my experience from traveling to red states. They love fun. It's jet skis. It's 4x4s. It's motorcycles. You shoot a gun. It's fun. It's pickup trucks. It's a lot. I don't know, man. I just find I have more fun in the red states. Nothing against blue states by any means. I love blue states too. But I think so far they're just kind of the chorus of this song seems to me like, hey, don't come into doing it. We're fine where we are. Just don't bring your shit in. Still no mention of race. Still no mention of politics so far. But anyway, we'll go ahead. First two. Short one. It's only 3 lines. Got a gun that my granddad gave me. They say one day they're going to round up. Well, that shit might fly in the city. Good luck. All right. He's got a gun. Granddad gave him a gun. So basically what he's saying is that these people are going to round up, like, which they do, right? I think, which we've seen in protests, a bunch of people like the Black Lives Matter one, which were are the worst humans on the planet. The Black Lives Matter organization, not what it stands for, not what you're fighting against, but the whole organization. They've robbed millions of dollars from people, from organizations. They've stolen millions. I'm not making that up. This episode, I've already realized halfway through this song, it's going to get taken down. They've stolen millions. And they've given nothing back to their communities. All right, so they got together and they round up. And remember, they were forcing people who were out eating, and they were knocking their food over and forcing them to put their black fist up and say things like that. So the point is, like, they're saying, well, don't fucking try that in our town, because, like my brother-in-law, you're gonna fuck around, you're gonna find out. Then the chorus comes in again. I don't need to read that again. And then here comes the bridge. Every country song has the bridge where it changes the key change. And it gets louder, or usually someone claps. That's the country song. Like when they change that, when the bridge comes, and that booty burn and it's like totally different from the. But anyway, I don't explain what a bridge is. Anyway, so you should watch Bo Burnham country song. Go Google that. Bo Burnham country song. It's fucking hilarious. And it really just nails what country music is, I promise you. So then, full of good old boys, raised upright. If you're looking for a fight, try that in a small town. Try that in a small town. I don't know what good old boys means. I genuinely don't know what good old boys means. I mean, maybe that's people from the neighborhood. I genuinely don't know what that means. Here's the chorus again. And then the outro, try that in a small town. So that's the song. That's it. Jason Aldean. That's the song, Try It in a Small Town. That's what all the fuss is about. That's what all the fuss is about. That's what everyone's complaining. That's what got him banned from country music television. That's a bit much. Like, I mean, and I was going to I thought, wouldn't it be clever? Wouldn't it be clever if I read out rap lyrics? Right? Wouldn't it be funny if I read out rap lyrics and then kind of went back and forth with them against Jason Aldean song? But I said, no, because you know what I'm doing then? If I'm reading out rap lyrics, rap music is predominantly performed by black people. Then it looks like I'm pitching white people against black people, and that's not what I'm going to do at all. But basically what he's saying is, Like people have a problem about him saying you shouldn't commit crimes. Is that where we are? But here's my thing, and I want to wrap this up. Here's the point I'm trying to make. They are doing such a fucking great job at turning us against each other. They are, and I don't know who they are. I don't. The media work for the top people. You're crazy if you don't believe that. The media work for the top people. They all do. YouTube do. That's why I'll probably get taken down or ghosted, or what is it called, shadow banned on this. The media work for the people at top. They work for, they have all these investments, right? They have them through pharmaceutical companies. They have them through the government officials, all of them, left and right. So the problem, what they're doing is now they're distracting us. They're keeping us fighting, because if we fight with ourselves, we will not fight against them. So easy, and we're taking the bait. We're now mad. We're so mad. Men are fucking mad at this Barbie movie, right? So now we're going to fight with women. Fuck you, women. This is bullshit. How dare you? I was a real man until you came along. You're not going to allow a woman to take away your manhood. You're not. You shouldn't, right? And then now they have us fighting. Again, only black versus white. That is it. They're not turning us against anybody. They're not turning Hispanics against fucking Indian people. People from India, not Native Americans. They're not turning Jewish people against other Jewish people, right? They're not turning regular. That's terrible. I didn't mean it that way. They're not turning like Jews. When I say regular Jews. The only ones I know that are Jews, so I just call them regular Jews. I don't know any Hasidic Jews, but they're not. There's nothing out there. They're turning those against each other, right? They're not. It's not like back in Ireland where the Catholic versus the Protestants. They're only fighting, they're only putting together black versus white. And we're all falling for it. We're buying it, man. We're buying it. You go out into the world and live your life. Most people are decent in your interaction. Most people are decent. And they want you walking into a fucking 7-Eleven. They want you walking into a fucking a store, a Walmart supermarket, and just seeing somebody that's not you, not your color. Right? If you're a black person, they want you just to look at a white person and go, because someone says they don't see color, they're full of shit. But they don't want you looking at them and go, oh, there's one of them. To think the worst. They just want us against each other. What? Look, you go back to the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, right? When that was starting to fucking fall, right? Shit was rising. They put in the plumbing system. They put all that in. But people were getting hungry because there was drought. It didn't rain for nearly a year in Rome and Capua, right? So what did it do? What did the Roman Empire do? People were on the fucking streets. We want fucking food. We want shelter. We want, like, what are you doing about it? What did the Roman Empire do? Send to the Colosseum. What do you mean? We'll put on games. We'll feed some Christians to the lions, and we'll have some fucking gladiators fight. Bring that Spartacus guy and everybody's talking about. And they had gladiators, and they would do them in Capua, and then you would go to Rome, right? And then you would go to different places like fucking Gallia, right? And you would just people would fight to the death. The whole empire was falling down. All the Gauls would fight against the fucking you go to Thrace, more arenas built, and it would just distract you. Because you were fucking fighting, and then you would go into the arena and people would watch, and they would come at the end and they would fucking fight each other because their gladiator didn't win or their gladiator lost. And they just create distractions. So we're not looking at the real fucking problem, that the emperor is fucking up, that he can't feed his people. You know what I mean? Instead of spending all that fucking money on Roman gladiators fighting, how about you spend some money on some fucking food? Right? That's what they do. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to make. Stop fighting with each other. If you don't... Listen, movies fucking are terrible anyway. Stop complaining about them. I lost thousands of followers because I said The Sound of Freedom was a fucking great movie. Not one mention of politics in there. And I lost thousands. That's how mad people are. That's how mad people are. Go back and look at the Oscars. Look at the list of... It's all shit. It's all shit. They're making shit movies. They're making shit music now. And they're using whatever fucking they can. Can you imagine a song has us fighting? A song has us fighting with each other. A movie about Barbie, a plastic doll whose legs are way too long. Tits are way too big. Right? She has too many jobs. Pick a fucking job, Barbie. And you don't get the jump from fucking McDonald's Barbie to Dr. Barbie. Do you know what I mean? That's what and they have us fighting with each other. So we're not fucking going against them. It's been said before. I think Russell Brand said it. You have more in common with the person you're fighting against than the person you're fighting for. That's a great quote. I'm going to end the show on that one. As always, thanks for listening, liking, subscribing, and sharing. Follow me wherever you can follow me. All the platforms, Mick Thomas Comedy. And as always, wash your hands, you dirty fuckers. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.